ba-do, ba-do-ba-dee-doop-dee-doo. Yeah, ba-dee, ba-dum-ba-dee-dum-dee-dee-lee-loo, ba-doo, yeah, ba-dee-da-dee-doo, boom, boom. What the fuck was that sound? Hey, Lex and Wolverine. it's it's always good to see our regular crew in early. I like that. And like no notifications. Yeah, Lex. So it's just and it again after all this time, not just us, obviously every YouTube channel dealing with the whole notifications things, and it never changes. And it's there are big YouTubers complaining about it constantly, and YouTube is just like, yeah, fuck you. we just we just decided no. So I don't know. Yeah, what the hell's going on? So yeah, you Wolverine says Hail Hydra. I'm thinking that then you guys saw the stream come up at other means or over at the Discord because there's no notifications going out. Oh, what a shock. Let me see something. Let me just make sure what they did here. Let's see. That's good. That's good. I'm just making sure that there were no goof ups on my end. Nope. Nope. Okay. Yeah, Discord. That's what I figured. Wolverine, you guys saw it over there. Looks like again, this is just it's never gonna end with YouTube. I don't even know why I let it annoy me. It's not gonna change. Hey, Cheyenne, good to see you. The thing of it is, that's just about the easiest thing to code in the world. On the individual channels. When you go live, when you post a video, send notification to all. It's not. Never mind. Cheeky bit of that. That's right, Lex. I keep forgetting about that too. How are you doing with symptoms, symptomatically? Who says someone give Lex mouth motion needs revival? Hey, Chrome. I'm wondering how Lex's symptoms are. The whole squad? Yeah. What do we need? We just need Jack and Big Green, right? But again, there are obviously no notifications, or at least none early. No notification, gang. Gamer says, and Lude's here. Are you okay, Lex? I was just wondering. I'm just hoping you can get through it with as mild or non-existent symptoms as possible. And there's Jack. Oh, just watching the DBZA rewatch. Damn, Jack. I tell you that's turning out to be more fun than I even thought it would be, and I thought it was going to be a good time. But just the little things like what was it today? Oh, with Piccolo calling Gohan nerd. And that was funny the first time through, but it's so much funnier this time knowing that, of course, Gohan becomes a nerd. So it's just all the little things that I didn't know the first time. You're missing a few mods, Lude says. Yeah, it's very cozy in here, Lex. Just a few of us hanging out together. And typically, there's at this time of day, this time of day for me, well, it's the same time of day for everybody, but different time zones. But at this time, it's typically fairly busy on the internet too. But it doesn't matter if Susan says, fuck you, you don't get notifications. Mahogany, Lachlan, I'd forgotten about that too. That, I do remember the first time through, that was the highlight of that episode for me. Still might have been. But at least that was a joke I could get, that he was so into the mahogany. Whereas the things like, I didn't realize just how funny nerd was. You just made donuts, Chrome? I like donuts. It's a given. I'm a fat guy. You have to. It's a rule. It's right. It's right in our bylaws. You have to. Hey, Roger. That's what Lick says. And Chrome brought donuts. This is a right piss up. Lick says we need more mods. I think like at least 10 more. I'll tell you, it'll be interesting to see if all goes well and I can do the Disney Channel. Disney Channel. I can do the Disney YouTube channel. Typically, streams in the parks get a lot of viewers just because, again, there's literally tens of thousands of people at least that check almost daily for Disney World live streams, so they want to see what's going on at the park. So it'll be interesting to see. You guys will, if that all comes to fruition, you guys will have to keep me posted on if you guys want assistance, if you want backup. Once we get everything set up over there and get you guys all set up as mods and all. Maybe what I'll do, long before we go to the parks, if it looks like I'm going to be able to go forward with it, maybe we'll do a live stream. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do a live stream at the Theme Park Grandpa channel, and I'll just live stream something Disney related. Like maybe I'll do my wife's. She has a whole collection that came out last year of Minnie Mouse plushes that are all themed to a different ride in the parks. So I might do a little video about those, or I could do a live stream about those, and that would just allow us, I'll try and do it at the regular time so most of you guys are available, and that'll allow me to go through and mod all you guys as we go. Yep. Plus, it'll allow me to start, because if I'm going to be live streaming down there, obviously I'm going to have to get all my remote stream stuff up and running, so it'll be a good test for that too. We'll do that. Chrome says, talking about the donuts, the only thing that went wrong is I waited too long to add the chocolate filling. You're meant to do it right after taking it from the deep fat fryer. I waited so long, so I just put it on top. It's just donuts, Chrome. It doesn't matter. I would be perfectly happy anyway. Licks, yeah. I think there's little doubt, Licks, because you guys know you guys know better than anybody. That's how we've always done it. We need a new mod. I asked the group, but it's almost a foregone conclusion that it would be you. There's nobody else that they're going to put in. Let's trade Disney be taken over, as Zygoma says. David says, how are you doing on this wonderful Monday? And I've been loving your YouTube videos very much. Well, thanks, David. I appreciate that. Nice of you to say. Wendigo says, how would you recommend making someone a mod for a community here on YouTube? In general, I mean, are you talking about with us or in general? Like I said, our mods, when we do need a new one, we will generally ask, because we get the same basic crew that comes into most of the streams, and we'll ask the gang, who they think should be the new mod. I can almost guarantee you guys it's going to be Licks. That might be a rare occasion where I even just make a command decision and say, come on, we all know who deserves to be next mod, and just do it. Wolverine says, I heard you might rent a condo. I left early. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a condo or an apartment.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at different ones. I haven't called. I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff to be figured out. I'm excited about it, so I like talking about it. But again, it's a major investment. But anytime you go into a new venture, there's an element of risk involved, certainly. But I do think the channel, obviously, it's not going to pay for itself immediately. But doing live streams from the parks and everything, and the number of people you can draw into those, and you'll always, you'll get donations and you'll get some super chats. I think it'll offset it somewhat. And again, the big thing is whatever I spend on the apartment, condo, whatever it may be, airfare, all that, I can write it all off, which, considering that, online video is what I do now for a living, that's a big deal, because any write-offs I can get help, because Uncle Sam likes to come see me in April, that dick. I heard she's sexually aggressive and violent, so yeah, pretty cool. Who are we talking about, Jack? Licks? Licks, are we talking about you? I don't want to assume here. Fucking Rover pulled me in with that one. He had me in the first half. Curtis, is it weird that one of my nipples is bigger than the other two? No, that's not weird. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, like Rover says, Don, a snafu just means a mistake, a glitch. Chrome says, I just realized redo of Healer's anime started last week. How is there no Twitter uproar yet? Is the platform that dead? Boy, Twitter's platform's taken a hit lately, hasn't it? But that's another thing too. If with the Disney Channel, and this might involve some of you guys, I think what would be I've never seen done before, and would be a lot of fun, would be doing series of videos where you take people to the parks for the first time. Because when you get longtime Disney fans that get there, people don't understand. You can't from afar. You can't really grasp the grandeur that is Disney World, and seeing somebody in there for the first time is really cool. And so, if I were to bring people that haven't been before, you'd be talking several days worth of videos, worth of content, just in watching them experience everything for the first time. Spazdev says, I have a lot of friends who are Disney fans, so I'm going to tell them about the channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be putting, again, if all goes well and I do get the place in Florida, we'll be doing regular business. But before then, we'll be making some videos on Disney-related stuff because that's all, my family is just all Disney. So we'll probably do one on the wristbands, on the magic bands they have for down there, because my wife and I both have a collection of them. The kids have some as well. So just show everybody the different types of magic bands we've gotten and what you can get and just stuff like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ginger Flamingo says, made a kid cry because I convinced him he was meant to only have one testicle. You made him think he was a fucking freak. Oh, that's just wrong. Tyler says, guess Susan didn't send out notifications today. No, as near as we can tell, Tyler, not at all. Oh, and just so you guys know, this, again, it was going to be a gaming stream today. But what I'm doing is, to get the gaming channel going, I told you guys I'm going to stream over at the gaming channel, and I will simulcast that stream here so that people understand where it's moved. But I had all kinds of technical snafus, and a lot of it was with Streamlabs. And basically, to be able to do that with Streamlabs on both computers, they want me to pay for Streamlabs. And I'm not going to do that when I already pay for XSplit. So tomorrow I'll start the whole thing process over, and I'll just do it through XSplit instead. Chrome says, I need to see Disneyland again eventually. I was in Florida a few years ago, but we decided to just do Universal and Disney Springs instead. The main park can be pretty hectic. It can, Chrome. It's, there's never a slow time at Disney World anymore, but there are slower times, so when you get to know, and that's some of the stuff I'll do on the channel too, is tips like that. But when you get to know not only the times of year, but more importantly, the time of day, how to schedule your day, you can hit crowds a little lighter. Wolverine says, next post a joke, look for it. Okay. Yeah, Spazdev, didn't get a notification. Shelby didn't get a notification, always does. That's the Susanism of it. And for those of you who are newer here, I've told the gang, I used to, because we have this problem all the time. Everybody does. And a couple times I've contacted YouTube support over it, and I'll ask them about it. So, why don't you guys send out notifications? Well, we do. Well, then why did pretty much everybody that ended up in my stream say they didn't get a notification? You didn't send them out. Nope, we just checked and we sent them. It's like, so they're, again, as I've always said, they're like 5-year-olds. La, 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 it didn't happen. I can't hear you. That type of thing. Wolverine says, what did Cinderella say when she got to the ball? Gag noises. Yes, I've heard that one before, Wolverine. Huh. That means you're moving your gaming channel to YouTube? That's what you're saying, sir? No, we've had a gaming channel, David. I just resurrected it. But yes, the gaming content will go to the gaming channel. And this will stay with the reaction videos and these streams, the chat streams and stuff. But the gaming channel will have gaming videos and the gaming streams. Can you crack Streamlabs? You might be able to use it in full without paying if you can crack. The thing is, Rover, to be honest with you, I'm not even really interested in it. I could pay for it. It's just that I already pay for XSplit, which does the same basic thing. So I'm not willing to pay for redundant services. So I'll just start over. It took me a while to figure out that was my issue. So I'll just start over tomorrow and I'll just stream them through XSplit. That's all. Connor didn't either. I don't think any notifications went out as near as I can tell, Connor. But again, if I ask YouTube, they'll say, yes, they did. You're lying. Name for the channel, The Carnival, Jack Queen says. Talking to YouTube is like talking to a robot. Actually, Shattuck, yeah, it is. And he's 100% right, because when you initially turn in a ticket to support with YouTube, a human doesn't see it. You can tell by the response you get. It just picks out keywords and sends you a canned response. That pisses me right off. Damn, that pisses me off so much. And then I have to turn around and send them a response back to that saying, okay, your bot already responded to me. Are we at the level yet where I talk to a human, or is this going to be another bot response? And this is what I do back and forth till you finally get to actually confer with a human being. Grandpa Carnival. Yeah, gaming's always been on YouTube, right? Like Big Green says. Twitch is okay. I just have never seen enough positives about Twitch to make the jump. YouTube seems to be working out well. YouTube seems to be working out mostly okay for us. The only thing that would ever make me consider Twitch would be this stuff. This just absolutely no notifications. Does anybody know anything about that? Is Twitch any better with their notifications? Do you guys know? I know the Twitch, it seems like anyway, the Twitch streamers that I have followed, I do seem to get notifications. What would you guys, I mean, it's not something I do right now anyway, but talking about it, but I don't know, would we be better off switching to Twitch? I think you used to be able to stream on Twitch and, have it play at your YouTube channel too, but I think they stopped that.
No, you can still do that.
You can still do that, Rex?
Yeah.
How does that work? So if I was streaming on Twitch, I could still make it go live to this channel too?
They have a service, or it might even be XSplit or whatever, that automatically just goes to both when you start the stream.
Yeah, me either, Lachlan. I didn't use it much. Lick says, yes, they are. Twitch is really ban-friendly, even for things your chat will say. That's true, too. I did hear that, Chrome. You got to dip out soon? That's okay, Lou. Thanks for being in while you can. I did hear that about the being ban-friendly. We don't do anything. Well, you guys know what our content is comprised of. And that would be a case of, for me, they kick me out of Twitch, so what? Fucking what? We'd come back here, but yes, I have heard of that. Connor says, I've never had a notification problem with Twitch. Twitch is better, Leslie says. Not sure if Twitch is better or YouTube. They're both pretty terrible. That's what I've heard, Big Green. That's why I never, because again, I have a Twitch channel, but I've never really made a big deal about trying it out, because I hear things just like what we're talking about here. We'll talk about it in the gang says, well, as Chrome pointed out, they're ban happy over there. And some of the other downsides, I guess, I don't know. It would be nice to start a live stream and know that notifications were going to go out. Maureen says, my friend said he was watching hentai, and when his mom walked in, he told me that she was looking at him with a very, very angry face. Come on, Mom's got to understand. Boys will be boys. Rover says, the only thing about Twitch is obviously your streams won't be saved, but maybe you could run both at the same time, or you could just screen record your Twitch stream and upload it to YouTube after. That's true too. I didn't think about that. Especially the gaming ones. The gaming ones would be a bigger deal. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know which I just, from what I hear about Twitch and the little bit I see of it, I just doesn't seem like there's enough. The only distinct advantage I can see is as I mentioned, it does seem like they do send out notifications. Like we got this stream today and none went. That's just ridiculous. There's no excuse for that. Spazdev says, I'm not sure. I don't really watch live streams in general, but if I do, it's on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just, it seems like it's just frying pan and fire pretty much. Headmaster Kuhn says, these streams are the best. Although most of my favorite streamers are on Twitch, YouTube is better in my opinion. Yeah, like I say, and just from talking to you guys right here who experience both, it doesn't sound like there's enough, certainly enough of an advantage to make a jump. Yeah, oh, well, we'll definitely eventually get to meet Canyon's new channel, Fred World. Twitch notifications are solid. YouTube's are extremely bad. That seemed to be the case. And that's enough to really frustrate you. And I just don't know why that is. That is such an easy thing to code. Why does YouTube have trouble sending out notifications? I will never understand that. Yeah, it's true. Big Green says there's not a good alternative for neither YouTube or Twitch either. Yeah, they got the market cornered. Absolutely. Yep. I heard that, Gamer. He says they also took away PogChamp emote. I heard about that. Lachlan says, I mean, if we can't talk about anime titties on Twitch, I say fuck them. Yeah, if we can't, absolutely fuck them. Because they don't even have a section in that just chatting section on Twitch where you can designate the fact that you're going to be having adult conversations. That's kind of stupid if they don't even allow you to do that. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that, Chrome. She says if you have any experience with Amazon from a business side, that'll give you an idea what Twitch is like since they're the parent company. That's right. I forgot about that. I did forget about them being the parent. Tyler says, I've heard that they only send 3 notifications per day on YouTube per channel. So if you use all of them, they don't do any more. Even then, they don't even do that sometimes. That's what's really frustrating, Tyler. It's just what you said. Sometimes they don't even do that. Now, we could be... No, I don't... No, we did 3 today, right? I uploaded 2 videos, so this would be the 3rd. But even days where I did nothing but stream, we've had days like this where they just didn't send out any. Yeah, exactly, Lachlan. YouTube, what notification problem? We always send them out. That pisses me off so much more than the fact that they don't send them is that they lie to you when you ask them about it. That drives me crazy. I'd say Pornhub Live, but Pornhub is dead. Yeah, Lex. Oh man, Pornhub just got completely axed. I wonder what the fallout has been like since they got rid of all those videos. I wonder what their viewership had to have downturned dramatically, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's what I've heard too, Queen. Jack, Queen. The last names only. That's what I heard too, Jack, that Twitch is really sensitive. And that in and of itself is enough to make me stay here. Because you guys know me. There's no way I'm going to be able to entirely control myself. So, Lud says, yeah, I got the notification for the video today about the new channel, but none of the live streams. Ah, that's good to know, Lud. I don't know. I guess, wow, Queen is here. I know, Licks. What the fuck is wrong with me? Just read a last name on somebody. Chrome says, God, I hope BitChute gets its act together and implements streaming soon. I want at least some sort of competitor to YouTube. That would be nice. It would be nice for YouTube to have some real competition. It would. That's Mr. Queen to you, Jack says. Well played. The only thing I can say there is, if nothing else, at least if I start the Disney Channel, I'm going towards Susan's wheelhouse, because that's the kind of stuff that they like. You know, they don't want anything where there might be a conversation that actually stirs and creates more conversation. They just want nice, easygoing content where there's no chance of anybody getting their fifis hurt. Alabek says, Curtis, what do you think about big tech censorship? People say it's a private company, but they don't have to follow the rules of a country they operate in. So in the U.S., there's freedom of speech. Well, at what they're doing right now, I'm not for it. And I've always said this, guys, and the gang that's here all the time will back me up on this. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on, and I don't care if you agree with me or not. I'm not for that type of shutting people down. Now, as things stand right now, yes, they can do it because they're a private company. However, that's right. I think the rules, laws, and regulations regarding, laws have to keep up with the times and with as technology expands. And I think that there needs to be some sort of oversight when a company becomes big enough that they are actually controlling the narrative of a nation. And if you're going to start silencing voices, you better be doing it even-handedly all the way down. And none of them are. And they have a million different excuses why they aren't. But I don't like it. I just don't. I think you're better off, even if you disagree with what someone says, I think you're better off knowing that that's how they feel and knowing where to put that person in your mind's eye and everything. So I don't like it. They can legally do it, but I think that should be amended so they can't legally do it. Yeah, Rover says you should do a not for the easily offended stream on Twitch and see how quickly you can get banned. I'm sure they'd toss my ass out of there in no time. No doubt. Headmaster Coon says y'all want to stream on OnlyFans or MySpace? We'll go over and hang out with Tom. Lex says, yeah, YouTube totally isn't sensitive and is a very reliable service and mistress. Susan totally didn't blackmail me into saying that. Albeck says, for example, you cannot promote pedophilia and homosexual relationship in Russian internet, even if you're Twitter or YouTube, because Russian government will shut them down immediately. Right. And that, again, we're fortunate we're not to that extreme, because as I said, Albeck, that's my bugaboo. I don't like it. Again, they can do it because they're private companies, but I think that needs to be amended in the respect that when you get as big as Facebook and Twitch and Insta, and you are honestly controlling the information that's exchanged, or you have control of the information that is exchanged among the people of the nation, then you have a responsibility. And if you are going to shut some people down, if you have lines that should not be crossed, then you have to do it across the board. And that's the problem I see right now, is they don't. They go, the ones who might have a differing political slant than those who operate those mega sites are much, much more likely to be squelched than those who agree with them. Twitter is an absolute minefield, is it, Rover? Oh, Twitter. I'm thinking Twitch. Oh, Twitter? Yeah, Twitter's crap. It's garbage. It really is. Luke says, fuck yeah, Tom never censored me for saying the cunt word. Yeah, Chrome says, hell, at this point, it's obvious these platforms are colluding with each other. It's pretty convenient how they shut down each other's competition. Right. And you'll notice they did it. They didn't do it until they knew that an administration that would be friendly to them was incoming. That's what really struck me as odd about it all, or as struck me as very suspicious about it all. You had all this time, you could have done that if you wanted to. Excuse me. After you have a change of party in the election, then you're like, oh yeah, I think this violates our terms of service now, so we'll get rid of you. Exactly, Chrome. How can we claim social media is private when they take subsidies and all this money from government? Also, they should be forced to follow the law, publisher or platform. Right, I agree, Chrome. I agree. And let's be honest, more people in America now get their news and information from social media than do from traditional media sources. Excuse me. Spazdev says, Twitter sucks, honestly. I hate all social media now. Yeah, I know Twitter it's very possible that Twitter will soon become not much more than just a echo chamber for the far left, because I have several friends who are liberal, but not extremist liberals, just classic liberals, who have stopped using Twitter as well. Just because even they get shit on there now. They get shit on by the extremists in the left because they're not far enough left for them. So yeah, I could see Twitter. I don't think it would tank, but I can see it really taking a significant nosedive in the very near future. Yeah, and we were just talking about that, how zero notifications went out today. Trevor says, I miss Tom. MySpace Tom. Oh, and the giant dog is in here and she just laid down another bomb. Oh, man. Oh, you guys are so lucky that this isn't smell-o-vision. Woo. Squiggly says, when I get a degree, I'm just going to make a YouTube alternative. Wouldn't that, I wish somebody would make a viable one. I really do. I'll keep you guys posted. If I do get to do this Disney Channel, it'll be interesting to see what the rate is of what you get for advertising revenue at a rate, at your per thousand rate. Because I'll bet you it's significantly higher than any of the videos we post here. Because that's what YouTube likes. They just like anything that can't possibly set off any type of a conflict or make any, politically correct type cry. So I'll keep you guys posted. It'll be interesting to see. Rover says, all my favorite videos on Pornhub got chopped. I heard they removed all the sketchy videos, so I worry that what says about my taste. Also, the 2D women are still around. It's not you, Rover. What was it, guys? It was wasn't it between 70 and 80% of their content got whacked? It was all the content from anybody other than those who were verified with them, right? Chrome said, did you see China posting articles about how the Uyghur genocide is actually just population improvement on Twitter, and they were allowed to keep it up unchallenged? It's disgusting. Yeah, it all depends on the perspective you take on the social media sites. It's not about what's acceptable and what isn't acceptable. It's about, do you agree with me? Daniel says, wow, don't mess with the mouse. Disney Channel saying copyrights left and right. No, well, Disney, the company, is very litigious, but what I'm doing with starting the Disney Channel, Daniel, Disney Parks loves the streamers and video makers that make content, because again, they're litigious, but they're not stupid. We were talking about it the other day in the streams. They get millions and millions of dollars worth of free advertising because these people make videos from the parks. Again, they go out of their way to invite them to events, the YouTubers, the bigger Disney YouTubers. They send them invitations to things. I know of YouTubers like Tim Tracker, who they send them on their Disney cruises and everything, and they paid for it just to get them to do videos while they're out there. Sweetly says they promote friendly content because companies like to put ads on them. True, but the fact of it is, if the cold hard fact be told, now we're not talking extremist stuff, but say just content like ours where the conversations become adult. Guess what? Advertisers like to have their ads there. YouTube doesn't seem to think so, but the simple fact is, if it's attracting an audience, what difference does it make what the content is? And again, unless you got into something extreme. If you were talking about a channel that's promoting pedophilia, you're talking a whole different thing. But if you're just talking because we like to talk controversial subjects, or we talk in an adult manner, that means we're attracting adults to the channel, and a lot of advertising is aimed at adults. It doesn't make any sense what YouTube goes through, but they're the ultimate in political correctness, Google, YouTube. Chrome says, I think a number of world leaders are getting a bit nervous now after Twitter and social media's latest push. They are. They're hopefully starting to get that the sword they've forged is double-edged. Yeah. Well, the president of Mexico and Merkel both came out saying that they thought it was a terrible thing that they did, and not that they agree with Trump, but that they don't think voices should be silenced. That would be nice. Tyler says, I think Google is going to lose the upcoming lawsuit and YouTube will finally get actually competitors. That would be nice. Not many things equal bad publicity. Right, Trevor? Right. I mean, again, I can see if you had an ad attached to something really vile, but YouTube actually tries to censor or keep their advertisers away from content that is just adult conversations. And that's just, to me, ridiculous. We're doing adult things, Jacqueline says. Exactly, Chrome. She says there's far worse content on TV. People are far too sensitive. Game of Thrones is some pretty dark stuff. Absolutely. Far more extreme now on TV, and they don't have any trouble selling advertising space on it. You think Germany would have learned about censorship? Yeah, that boy. Well, in fairness, though, that boy, it is Merkel who came out and said, we don't like that. You know, she just said, I don't think that's a good idea to start taking people's platforms away. Oh, MySpace Tom says, I mean, look at the Dead Meat channel, which focuses on horror movie-based content. James constantly gets Manscaped sponsoring his content. Really? Name for the channel, Grandpa Fun Fair. Jack says. Like I say, I hope all goes well. Let's talk. Okay, guys, there's just a few of us in here, but you know, a lot of you guys are. Well, we got most of the mods here, and a lot of the real hardcore crew. You guys are hardcore. If the theme park thing worked out, and I was going to be down in Florida for extended periods here and there shooting, would anybody be interested in coming down and being a part of it, and being a part of the shooting? And again, we're talking, you know, way into the future here, but just out of curiosity. Let's see. Rover says, you know that video claiming and content gatekeeping has gone bad when Warner Brothers claims Wabbit season. Yeah, right, Rover. Absolutely. Talk? I never heard of that one, Daniel. I never heard of that one. Squiggly businesses. I'm on the hard stuff. Atta boy. Excuse me, guys. Oh, something in my eye. But yeah, it's just days like today. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Somebody brought up earlier that they stop sending out notifications after you've uploaded a certain amount, which again makes no sense to me. Connor would be up for it. I'd love to, but I have to fly out and empty my account. LOL, that's a no-no. Well, that'd be the difficult thing. We'd have to try and figure out helping people to get. Well, we'll have to. What I'm hoping for is if I do it, let's hope it just takes off big. And I can have a budget for such things as assisting people with travel expense and stuff. Because again, anything I do like that is a direct write-off. But we'll see if I undertake it, and we'll see what happens. It'd be kind of cool too, though. To I'm hoping if I end up in the apartment complex I'm looking at with that little balcony on the apartment, it would be fun to shoot the reaction videos outdoors with some palm trees in the back. Hey, Morgan, sup, Uncle Curtis, eating dinner. I'm glad you popped in, Morgan. And I were just chatting over at the Goose. Morgan's got exciting stuff going on. Oh, it's like, and by the way, I just wanted to change the name for a bit. I caught that, MySpace Tom. I couldn't really travel out to America that easily as I'm a student about to graduate. Would be interesting, though. Oh, and the thing is, it's not going to happen anytime real soon anyway. But that'd be something we'd have to think about. That'd be a blast. Yeah, that would be fun. And I told you guys I really would like to do a series at the theme parks of people's first time in the park. Marshall says, did you ever feel unsafe when you were working with another wrestler? Not unsafe. I've had a couple guys do things they shouldn't have done in the ring, and that got straightened out. But no, not really unsafe. I don't know if I ever told you guys that story about the young kid who called a fucking pile driver on me in the middle of the ring. That didn't work out well. I don't know if that was actually kind of funny. I'll have to wait till I hate to keep telling you guys the same stories over and over. I don't know if I told you that one or not. But that was pretty funny. It didn't make me feel unsafe, but I made him understand that that wasn't acceptable. You've never been to Disney, Money? Oh, it's so great. It really is. Rick says, but hey, if you ever decide to go to an England-based theme park, hit me up. Oh, I'd love to do that. I would love to do that. You gotta go, Wolverine? Okay, pal. Thanks for being around. Yeah, I would love to be over in the UK. That would be so cool. Spazcon at Disney Springs. How many people get tossed in the lake? That would rule me out as I have been to Universal Disney for a lot. Oh, but Lachlan, I wouldn't restrict it only to people that have been there. I would just do a series about people that hadn't been there before. We can go to Flamingo Land, or as I call it, Mingo Land. Oh, you will, Money More. It really is. It's a unique experience. And the thing is, I wouldn't be doing a lot of that anytime soon until we get the whole COVID thing under control anyway. It's so much more complicated right now to put anything together like that, with bringing people in from extreme distances. Really, Lick says I've only been to the Paris one once, and when I was 6, I remember hating it. I know that people that I've only been to Disney World. I don't even have an interest in Disneyland. But I have heard from people that, well, of course, we're on the message boards and everything with them, that have been to several of them, that Disney World is by far the best, the best adventure of all the Disney parks. Really? That Boy Reb says, I heard Jimmy Carter used to smoke green on the roof of the White House. I wouldn't doubt that might have happened. Jimmy Carter had a little bit of, he was definitely, a very left liberal, and he had a little bit of that, that kind of hippie vibe to them. That wouldn't surprise me. Morning says, there was a person who pranked somebody. So how they did it, they used the speaker, they played hentai and made clapping noises. When I heard that, I really thought he was clapping. Oh, Spaz Dev went to Disney World for marching band. We had, as a matter of fact, when I used to drive, I told you guys I used to drive motor coach tour buses on the weekend. I can remember a couple different times picking up a local group marching band from here in upstate New York, of course. They would bring them back from the competition at Disney, and they'd bring them straight through. Well, one driver can't make that drive straight through. It's against the law. So we'd have to do it in shifts. And a couple times I brought them on the last leg, picked them up in Jersey, and brought them the last leg here. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, we one of our schools has sent them down for marching band as well. Disneyland baguette is shit. No surprise, Lick says. Hawaiian says, I know the soft topic. When are you going to play New Vegas again? That's what was what the topic was about, Hawaiian. That's what we were just talking about. It was going to be today, but I had some technical glitches with a setup. I won't go into all the details again, but I think I have it squared away for tomorrow. Is Steven Tyler the only cool hippie? Trevor says, no, there's been some cool hippies. Squiggly Business says, I remember a story about someone who worked at one of the Disney establishments, don't remember which, who got fired for passing out from the heat. That's surprising. Disney isn't known to be, and it's something I read into a lot, they're not known for being dickish to their employees. Now, a lot of people say entry level at Disney could pay a lot more than it does. But as far as the way they're treated, I've heard very few complaints. See, the thing about Disney is the entry level stuff and working in the theme parks, the pay is But if it's something you want to make a career out of, from what they say, once you reach even middle management level at Disney, they really start taking care of you. The pay gets really nice. That's what I've been told anyway. Oh no, Jonathan says, hey Curtis, I'm so pissed off. I found out my department will be outsourced in a few months. Oh, that sucks, my friend. That's terrible. I hope you seamlessly slide right into something else. That's too bad. Rover says, there was a theme park I hated when I was a kid because the pirate ship swung too far and I nearly fell out. Those pirate ships, I like that ride, but they always make you feel a little unsteady too. They feel like they're not quite up to snuff. All right, guys. I apologize. The stream can't be longer. I just wanted to pop in and say hi because, again, I meant to stream Fallout New Vegas, but now look for it tomorrow. For any of you who aren't over there yet, it will be streamed at the gaming channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, just search Spaz Boys Gaming on YouTube. You'll find it. It'll be streamed at the gaming channel, but I will simulcast the stream here. I'll try and do that the first few times we stream over there just to give everybody, let everybody know what's going on and to come over there if they want to continue with the gaming. But other than that, everything will stay the same. I like this. We're getting everything compartmentalized nicely this way, though. So I think it'll work out well. So tomorrow, hopefully there will be unless something unexpected happens, there will be a Fallout New Vegas stream. And you never know, although the good thing is by doing that too, if you guys are right and less notifications go out depending on how many times you've uploaded during the day, at least... Well, no, we'd still have the stream for the simulcast. We're never going to beat Susan. She's always going to find a way to not send out any notifications. But it's Monday. Again, the sticky stuff is very meh, and there were no notifications. So the sticky stuff today is full of ill will towards Susan. So you might want to hold on to it, because ill will towards Susan is something that I think we all can rally around and appreciate. So today's sticky stuff, Monday mess, sticky stuff, but hold on to it. You might want to put a little in your official sticky stuff fanny pack because there's a lot of Susan ill will in there. Pump, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you. See, it even, like, the sticky stuff forms into letters that say, fuck you, Susan, if you leave it on the ground. Sticky stuff for you, because we'll bang, okay? Flashy like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, and who gives a shit if Susan likes it or not, goosh, 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 goosh. Oh, goosh.